This is part 3, section 10B of our Vectorworks 2021 drafting tutorial. Now that you've got all of the information populated for the front light, the back light, and the cross light template systems, we're going to talk about how to enter information by system and then also by position. So with my file open in the light plot layer, I am going to select everything that I designated as a warm front light. So I'm just going through and shift clicking each of those fixtures that have been designated as a warm front light. Once those are selected, I'm going to open up my object info palette, and I'm going to come down here to the color field, and I'm going to tell it that the color of these is R33, which is a no color pink, plus R132, which is a quarter Hamburg frost. I'll hit enter, and you can see that Vectorworks has populated all of that information for each of those fixtures. So next I'm going to do my cool front light. And the cool front light is going to be in R60, which is a no color blue, and 132. Okay, next I'm going to select all of my template fixtures from both sides, because those are all going to be the same color. So I've got those. And those are going to be in no color, which we designate as N/C, like that. And since these fixtures have a template in them as well, I'm going to scroll down in my object info palette to Gobo 1 and tell it that these fixtures are going to have Gobo R77774. And you can look that up on the Rosco website if you like, but that's the template that we're going to designate for those fixtures. We'll hit enter. And then the last thing that we need to do is give our backlight its color. So we'll select each of our backlight fixtures. And we'll tell it that the color is going to be R57, which is a lavender. Great. So that's how we enter information by system. Another way that you can enter some information is by position or the specific pipe. So I'm going to come down to my front of house truss number 2 again. And for this, I need to be on the lighting positions layer. So once again, I can do that a variety of ways. I can come up to the navigation palette and click the check mark next to lighting positions. I can come up here to my drop-down menu and select the lighting positions layer. In this instance, I'm going to right-click on the position and say activate that layer. That sent me to the lighting positions layer here. So now I'm going to select my front of house truss number 2. And up in my object info palette, I have my numbering section. So the starting number is 1, which is correct. The increment is 1, which is also correct. And the number direction is right to left, which is correct because in lighting we number from stage left to stage right. So all of that information is correct, so I'm going to go ahead and say yes, auto number. And now you can see that Vectorworks has assigned a fixture number relative to that position to each of the fixtures. So now I'm going to select all of my lighting positions. I'm just going to shift click on all of them. And come up here and tell it that I want to auto number all of these. That'll take just a second. And now we can see that Vectorworks has given them all of our fixtures numbers relative to the positions that they're on. So that's 2 other ways that we can enter information into our data fields. So we've done quite a bit in terms of changing this drawing and all the information we've entered. So go ahead and fit to page and save your file. And in the next video, we'll talk about how we're going to deal with the cyclites.